Let's grab some big bonuses. I actually think that would be kind of a cool story, is that Poach be the only player that got big bonuses. But then there's also like the other other side of the story that's like, oh wait, so many other players also got big bonuses.
I would like that.
Could go either way. Taking a look at the bus, it has launched. Got kind of like a lower side, heading upside toward Wailing Woods. And so again, the bus is launching kind of toward the lower half of the map. So if players are trying to get to things like Pleasant Park, Junction, Haunted Hills, they have to glide for much farther. But taking a look, Hogman is diving right toward Floating Island. He's like, look, Wailing Woods, man. I hear this is a pretty good spot. Let's take a look.
That's true. That's right. And I mean, along with that, he looks up and sees 2, 3, 4 players.
A lot of people
floating with him. Yeah. So that's got to be a little bit intimidating. It doesn't seem like anyone's going for these chests on the bottom, which is what he seems to be going for.
There's only the one. So here's the thing. He's got to be fast. Be fast. Okay.
Yeah, and one thing that I think that is interesting while we have this angle up is, you know, there's players right now in Wailing that are doing things, collecting loot, getting materials, right? Already taking fights. While if you're to stretch further on a bus, you have less time to do all that.
Right. Because they've already touched down.
Exactly. So I think that's one thing about gliding and the meta that I don't think a lot of people put a you know, light on. But that's definitely something that impacts gameplay. Those 20, maybe another one.
How many boogies does he have? Okay, it was 3. Exhaust just getting punished right now. Barnes like, peek out. Let me see, throw the boogie. There you go.
Oh, the clean headshot. It just takes it home.
There you go. Now Risky is all his. He can use those metal cars, farm up a bunch of metal, and he's currently in the safe zone.
So this is not ideal for all 3 of these players. Having 3 people on top of here is going to be a real issue for these players coming into mid and late game. Even if Sun Aspect comes out here, eliminates Chica, eliminates Jared, he's still going to be put in a position, material-wise, oh, nice email. He's still going to be put in a position where he is going to be struggling for materials in the late game. But Andu excels in his replay here. Super aggressive play. Going to go ahead and eliminate. And Nibs are also just hanging out on this house, looking toward an engagement. But your body says, could have the house.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if there's any additional loot, which there's not.
Oh! Wait!
Nibs finds an angle on him.
What angle? What? What did I just see? Okay.
Was that through the window on the first floor?
No. Whoa, I think he shot it through the, so you know how like that house
has the broken
like
ceiling?
that broken ceiling?
Yeah. You think he
I think he went outside. Yes.
Wait.
He did. Oh
wait, no, it's down.
God.
It's even lower than that.
No. Yeah, that's the broken.
Yeah, but it was
the broken ceiling from the first.
Let's take a look at this replay.
Dusty.
The dimes.
Oh. Okay. Listen, you don't see a lot of love coming out of that item, the semi-auto sniper, man. I love it when people use a semi-auto sniper. That's what that is.
Destroy getting over this hill. Now there are 2 players on the other side. Now here's the thing, Excel super low. He's gonna start healing.
No.
Destroy's closing in. He's like, I heard something.
Oh. Wow.
Just keep him from healing. There you go, apply the pressure. And now Destroy just sits here. He's like, well, the safe zone's like right behind me. Excels, I would like to eliminate you, if you could please. Oh, he's actually opting to just bail.
Yeah. Oh, Horrified, just like 1 HP? Nah. I'm out here. You want to fight? Let's fight. Look at him. This is monster. He's pushing toward him and look, he's taking a shot.
Oh, 67.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? Yo, if I was Horrified, yo, have you ever, you've been in middle school, right?
Yeah.
You know, like the strong kids, oh, never mind. He's taking it. Never mind.
Right?
Like, that was the move Horrified was going for. He was going for the middle school psychological play.
He's like, yeah, no, don't take my lunch money. Okay. All right.
That's
Coop
Bandit's
Train.
head.
Yep. Coop
On a
Train
bike.
said, nice try. Thank you for the loot transfer. I appreciate it. I mean, hey, look, heavy sniper for your trouble, not the worst thing in the world. Now he's like, what do I drop for this? I actually would have kept the shockwaves. I hope he keeps the shockwaves anyway. Well, taking a look at the current scoreboard, Myth, look how many people have 2 eliminations.
Look how many people have 1 elimination. Just
So
In general, this is like a frag out match, and as you see here, we're going into this circle with, I think, is it sub 50 players? I think it's around 40.
59.
Is it? No, it's at 59, and people have limbs like this. Let's check out this replay first before I get into that note. Send aspect. Oh,
All right.
beautiful shot with the heavy, but there's going to be 2 types of people here. There's going to be people that take that rotation early. There's going to be people that take that rotation late with the Vortex. And I think the right decision overall is if you can take it late, especially if it's overwhelming, you'll be able to contest high ground if you can. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, look at that.
Nox
He's on a
takes
player.
off. Fulmer
Fulmer's
taking
out.
off.
And that's something that I think is interesting. We'll see how players decide to, ship and come up and figure out the way that they're gonna play this next circle, this next situation. Goes off Coop Train.
Oh, Coop
Gotta
Train.
be careful. All those shots just going right by his body.
Oh, man.
That is dangerous.
Probably slight panic, like, oh no,
Yeah.
not like this. And look at this, man. You got players up top, like we talked about. They're in the zone. They've been here for a long time. They're fortified up. They're saying, come on, everybody, rotate in. Give us line of sight of you.
There you go, Tfue.
And Tfue
Finds an elimination.
reverse with 7 HP. That is a
it's a
stink
stinker.
grenade. Tfue, man, you talked about, he's just using all the tools at his disposal. He's got the long range and the silence of the air. He's got those stink bombs. He eliminated someone else with the stink bombs. He's just waiting. He's chipping them down and saying, look.
Somebody else. The circle is moving basically all the way across and out of Wailing Woods. And it seems like it's actually on a little bit of... Oh, no, so that's the center of Wailing. Sorry, not the other side. Did Vivid just hit a shot?
No, someone used the chiller. They were moving super fast. You love to see it.
And then he grabs those few eliminations off, like we see him do so often. And here we go, Send Aspect.
Ooh,
Doesn't
a
get the kill,
chug,
but
though.
does get the chug jug, the loot, the mats, the ammunition, everything that he needs basically to make sure that he makes it into this game. Vivid 4 eliminations, 675 metal is what he's working with now, representing Lucky Llamas.
Lucky Llama fans out there are probably really excited about this right now.
Yeah, him. Tfue's right behind him with 3 kills though. Vivid just needs to keep on going, and as you see, like, look at here, Tfue has the high ground already, but it's not like he was super in the zone. He just sneaked by everybody like a ninja.
Vivid, does he get it? He does not get
Doesn't
it.
find that elimination, no, but he does fancy that loot, let me tell you.
Tfue, man, still just maintaining high ground. And again, this goes back to this play, right? He could very easily just be sitting here plinking at everything in front of him. Look at this, very methodical
Grabs the
though. Sees
elimination.
one guy, goes, I can pick, this is one, I can make this pick. And he does it, falls through, and that's it. He starts rotating, maybe towards the loot. Look at him, look, see, there's someone down below. He could have shot that player. Nope, I'm just gonna go grab the only things I need. I'm out of there. Grappler, he picks it up, and now makes a cheeky rotation there in front of someone.
Definitely. And takes some damage.
He might get
This was a
punished for
play
it.
that could work out in Tfue's favor. It was a risky play, but him making it out alive definitely shows how the decision making there coming from Tfue is just so beneficial at the end of the day.
Myth, take a look. Some of these players just hanging out in the sky. Vivid's current mats, 345 metal. That's not a whole lot.
Definitely not. I could agree with you there. But he's just going to get into the zone. He's going to relax. Make sure he's over some of these other players and just wait for people to come toward him. See if he can get an elimination or two and get somebody else's mats. But while we're saying that, Sword Louis is going at it in the storm, trying to make his way back in on an opponent. 3 eliminations. Somebody comes up from above, though. It's Zoof.
Missed a...
So it seems, to my knowledge, I might be wrong here, but Zoof seems to have the high ground here. He's pretty healthy on HP. He isn't the greatest on AR ammo, but
16.
he does maintain high ground. Mats aren't looking too well, but we could see something come out of Zoof here. We could see him come up big if he gets in the elimination that he needs. If somebody tries to contest him and he shuts them down with that double barrel. This is where the match gets a little bit more interesting. The stakes are brought up a little bit more when there's very few things you got to work with, and you just got to make something happen. Vivid gets taken out by EU Maze.
No, Vivid eliminates Maze. Yep.
Pardon.
Wait. BSOX
So that's
finds
Vivid, 5 eliminations.
5.
And there's 14 people left. We're going to see a Port of Fortune get taken down, which means one of two things. Somebody wanted a high ground take, or somebody was under pressure.
Tifu's still here. Vivid is still alive as well. Mista, BSOX. So Quiet Cloak is even still alive here.
Zoof was lost in the storm. It's no good. Be trying to find his way.
We could very well potentially see another big bonus here.
Good. Vivid is the person to do it. I mean, he has 200 HP coming into the circle. There's only one other player with that amount of HP that could contest him potentially. So Vivid just makes things happen, forces his aggression on everybody else. If he plays for that type of aggression, we could see something huge come out of Vivid here. He could activate it. 9 people left.
6.
Other than Vivid, 6 eliminations. It's gonna happen.
We could see, can you imagine?
I can feel it.
Can you imagine? Nox though. Okay.
Taking out Tifu.
He took down Tifu. Okay.
6 eliminations.
This is really good news for
He knows
Liquid
he's white.
specifically rather. Okay, we got 9 players left. Vivid can make this. Look at his 1,000 small bullets, 6 minis. He's got the half shield.
He just needs to let people have it at this point. And I think, listen, if there's somebody that I think that could get 2 eliminations during the circle with the amount of mats that they have, I think it's Vivid. And he makes it happen. Finds one, finds the double barrel.
This
Will
could
he
be
pick it up?
Ladies and gentlemen, if Liquid finds Vivid finds another elimination, that activates big bonus.
Picking up the double barrel, waiting for his opponents to come down. Might spray them down beforehand.
He drops everything. He's
Time for Vivid to make it happen. He knows they're right above him. He hears them breaking. He hears them coming at him.
He's just gonna go for this, man.
Yeah, just take very little, little amount of damage as you can to people's bandages, then go for the pickaxe. He takes him out. That's 7.
No, he was lost to the storm.
Yep. Oh no. Wait, what?
He was lost to the storm.
Really?
Vivid
didn't get the elimination.
Yes, Vivid clipped him, but it wasn't enough. And then,
yeah, that's so when you think about it with the double barrel, the Nox picking up the W, the beautiful T-pose.
I like that he looked away on the right side. Like, don't look at me.
But yeah, with the damage.
Game, my goodness. Amit, correct me if I'm wrong. This was game number 4.
Yes.
That means we have 2 games left to go.
Yeah, the final matches. The last matches.
Game number 4 on the day. Tifu, look at this. He's just climbing up the ranks. I mean, Rift Raiders are probably very excited about this. 12 points for him. Aspect, Liquid, Vivid, and Poach right behind him, though. Now, there is kind of a point disparity between second and first place, right, in the 4 points.
Oh, yeah.
But again, that's just one stellar game. And then any of these guys could jump up. And obviously, don't forget, it's only top 20 that place in the money, so we'll hop over. Hogman, currently in 20th place, nudges out Amaze. Even the likes of Salt, Baldy, and Mustang. So there's quite a few. Even the likes of Cloak are not that far from placing. Still have 2 games left to go, man. This is still anyone's game. It takes one stellar game, one big